going to invite you all to just get comfortable and just close your eyes. And again, just drop your consciousness down into your heart. And just tune into the sound of this beautiful singing bowl. Tune into the sound of this beautiful singing bowl. I want you to imagine that this sound is coming from your heart. That this is the sound of your heart song. And it is emitting a frequency of love. I want you to imagine that this frequency of love coming from your heart is being amplified, expanded. I want you to imagine you can send it like a signal from the front of your heart up and out across the planet and out into space, across the cosmos, touching everything in its way, touching all with love. And from the back of your heart, you're sending it down through the earth, wave upon wave of love, down through the crystals of the earth, the minerals, the animals, the creatures, the plants, into the heart of Mother Earth. The frequency of love, sending it out through the hearts of all people. And as this love frequency touches the hearts of each of us in this room, imagine now that a beautiful orb of light is forming in the center of our circle, in the center of the room. And it's a beautiful golden white light. And it's beginning to expand, sparkling, shimmering, and it expands so much that it is forming a beautiful protective circle around each of us, a beautiful sphere of light around this whole room, this whole group, this whole building. And we're going to invite this orb of light to expand out as far as it needs to go, so that it is surrounding us, but the perimeter of it goes as far out as our higher selves need it to go. And we're going to pour into this sphere of light our intention for the highest and best healing for ourselves, for our entire planet, and for even the whole cosmos, the whole universe, for all of existence. And just acknowledging that we are powerful and that collective consciousness, when we come together in collective love consciousness, we can affect great positive change for all, for the collective. So I want you to imagine you can breathe in this golden white light into your heart. And anything that has been causing you a problem or a worry, anything you've been struggling with, any lower emotions, start to bring that light into those emotions. And then I want you to imagine you can just breathe them out into the orb of light so that they just become transmuted. And you might be aware of what these emotions are. You might have words for them. It might be grief, it might be sadness, it might be anger, it might be doubt, it might be despair, it might be jealousy. You might not know what the emotion is, but I want you to feel invited to feel it in this space, this safe space we've created here. Don't be afraid to feel what you are feeling. Invite that emotion up. Invite it to come up. And bring it right to the surface, and then begin to breathe it out. As you breathe light into it, breathe it out. And just imagine that it's starting to change shape, and you're just breathing it out of your energy field. And it's beginning to dissolve, it's beginning to change color, it's beginning to change shape. And again, imagine it turning into a beautiful gift. And in this instance, we're going to imagine that it's beginning to transform into a beautiful healing light guide. And I want you to imagine that in the sphere now, surrounding us, are innumerable angelic beings of light. Perhaps some fairies, angels, unicorns, perhaps some beautiful star beings, galactic beings of light coming in around us. We're going to invite in the hierarchies of light to join us here now in a blessing. And I'm just going to tune in because I have a sneaking suspicion that there is a message coming through for the group, for everybody listening to this message. So as we sit in this space, I want you to imagine now that a beam of the most exquisite violet light is coming down through your crown chakra and all the way down through your energy field. And as this violet light comes into your energy field, I want you to imagine it transforming into a beautiful violet flame, sparkling with diamond light. Breathe this violet diamond light into your heart. And breathe it away. And this violet light, the way that I am perceiving it, and it might be different for you, is that it's quite a gentle violet color. But it's extremely potent, but it's coming in with a very gentle energy. And I can almost smell violets. A really beautiful, sweet, soft smell, almost a powdery scent. Very, very gentle beings now arriving around us that operate on the violet ray. And if we think of the Archangel Zadkiel, who is very connected to this violet ray, and some of the other beings that are connected to this ray, we have Merlin, we have Tahot or Thoth. Beings from the Pleiadian galaxy, beautiful star beings from the Pleiades coming in, and beautiful fairies that operate on this violet ray coming in as well and surrounding us. And the message, the theme here is transmutation. Transmutation and transformation. I'm being given the image of a beautiful, huge, big violet butterfly. And I'm just going to drop in a little bit deeper and see if there is a message that wants to come through for the group. Our beautiful human butterflies, our beautiful transforming ones, we are here as the Violet Ray Collective. We are innumerable in number and work across all planes of existence. Although you may be aware that we operate primarily from a 7th dimensional frequency. In truth, we are part of your own consciousness. For each of you here has access to this energy frequency. The violet ray we operate on is a rose violet frequency. We have come with a message about your transformation. Many of you have been through periods of extreme transformation, of rapid transformation, of often very difficult and painful transformation. We are here to tell you that a gentler time is coming for you now. We open an invitation to breathe in the rose violet ray, the rose violet frequency into your heart, and to soften into your transformation. We urge you to let go of the need to fight, the need to push, the need to strain in trying to rid yourselves of old karma, of trying to rid yourselves of painful emotions. We invite you to soften into where you are in this moment. The spectrum of human emotions is vast indeed. Have you noticed that the deeper you go into the lower spectrum, as you would call it on this plane, the higher you are able to fly into joy on the other end of that journey? Pendulum swings ever wider. You are pushing the boundaries of human emotion. You are exploring uncharted territory now. Your innate curiosity is such that no matter how hard the journey, none of you seem to want to get off, although at times you have questioned the need to remain on it. For it isn't really a journey as such, more of an awareness in every given moment. We are here with a message of gratitude because your willingness to transform and transmute your lower, denser emotions and to stretch beyond the limits of where humans have been before in this regard, whilst remaining grounded and, as you would call, sane, has made it possible for the collective to do the same. Each of you here has explored the realms of your deeper emotions within a certain container of safety. And that is because you have ventured there through the eyes of love. You have remained in trust and faith, even when the very worst seemed upon you. You knew that at some point you would see the light at the end of the tunnel and come back into day at the end of the dark night. You are learning processes which enable you to transcend. And traverse the spectrum of your emotions with great faith, trust, courage, and strength. We understand there are times when you feel you are falling apart and that your very world is crumbling beneath you. In many ways, that is because it is. The world as you know it is rapidly changing. Soften into this change. Humanity is evolving into a new species. But it was always the plan. You are way showers on this journey of light. You are keepers of the flame. Whenever you feel overwhelmed, invite the rose-violet ray, the rose-violet flame, to blaze around you and soften into that space. Soften. If tears need to flow, we invite you to acknowledge them and allow them to flow. If you feel a blockage in the heart or a hardness, perhaps a bit like a wall, invite the rose-violet flame to swirl and cascade through the heart, through the chambers of the heart. If there is a person or situation in your life currently that is causing you to feel this way, that is bringing a blockage, know that it is not the person or situation that is causing the blockage. The person or situation is alerting you to the blockage. Bless them. You may send the rose-violet ray to that person or situation as a gift, in acknowledgement of the blessing and the lesson they have brought to you. And then breathe deeper. Smell the violet rose perfume. Allow it to color your life with this frequency. We invite you now to focus on your beloved planet Earth. Visualize or intend that you can see the Earth from a distance, as though the globe of your planet is in the center of this room. We will work with you now. Focus your attention on any place or peoples you feel may benefit from this rose-violet ray. Any governments, any situations, any groups, any events. You may ask your higher self to spin the globe for you and then zoom in on a particular country or place where your intention and attention needs to go. You may just be presented with the knowledge that the entire planet needs your assistance, and this is also relevant. See the place or the person or the group of peoples or the situation you are being presented with as being drenched in the rose-violet ray. Here we are bringing armies of light to assist. It is you who is here to bear witness to these events, either through your daily lives, what you see on the news, or even through your psychic vision. We can only assist because you are our eyes and ears on the ground. We work with you in divine integration. It is your intention for healing and assistance that allows us to be here. You may be aware of more than one place on the planet that needs this assistance, and we are working with you now. You may have had previous lifetimes in that place or space. It may be a place you have visited in this life. You may have never even thought of this place before. Now we invite you to see your entire planet being bathed in this rose-violet flame. Deeper layers of karma are being released at this time than you could consciously be aware of. You are coming into a knowing that you are far more powerful than you could ever imagine. As light workers, your power lies in your capacity to love. Your capacity to see through the eyes of love without judgment. Your capacity to hope and trust in the highest and best outcome. For even when you know that things appear on the surface to be going wrong, you have an inner knowing that all is always going right. We are flooding the planet with angels. We are flooding the planet with light. Children are being born now every day who will already be awakened and aware of their mission on this planet, on this plane. You are holding open the door for them. You are them. You are they. We are always with you in love. Draw in a deep breath and draw the rose-violet ray back into your heart. And feel it blazing there within you. Feel your frequency of love emanating out from your heart to all in existence. Be aware of yourself as the central point of your universe, with everything in existence pivoting and rotating around you. Your heart as the anchor point. Feel your heart now begin to beat in time with the rhythm of the heartbeat of Mother Earth. Be aware of the earth beneath your feet. Be aware of the gravity that holds you here in this space. And feel the core of Mother Earth radiating with the rose-violet ray as she too releases her karma. we gift you with the word balance. We would ask you to meditate on this word in this moment, for you are bringing balance to all. Feel yourself in a state of beautiful equilibrium. Feel yourself in a state of calm, peaceful serenity. We are shifting the energy around you so that you can more tangibly feel this place. Breathe here for a moment. We would ask you to take your thumb and forefinger of your right hand and pinch the place between the thumb and forefinger of your left hand. This is an acupressure point. We wish for you to anchor this moment. Whenever you need to come back to this place of peaceful surrender and equilibrium, you may squeeze this acupressure point and bring yourself right back here into the rose-violet ray, into this place of transcendent light, calm, serenity. You may use this tool whenever you are feeling overwhelmed. Always remember, you are in charge of the state that you create around you and within you. And you have so much help available to you, for in triggering this anchor point, we too will be with you. It is a signal for us to assist. And in that moment of intention, we will arrive. So much love surrounds you now, children of Earth. The entire cosmos is with you. We ask you now to imagine the entire sphere of light around you turning rose violet and diamond in color. With your heart, as you breathe, amplify this sphere of light so that it expands out as far as it will go around the entire planet Earth. And now feel yourselves on planet Earth with this sphere of rose violet, drenching everything around you, surrounding you all the way out to the outer perimeter of Earth. And again, we would invite you to squeeze the pressure point between your thumb and forefinger of your left hand to anchor the rose violet ray here on the earth plane. This allows all of humanity to begin the process of softening into change, softening into evolution, softening into transformation, softening into equilibrium. Your inner world reflects your outer world. You are the center of your world. We are preparing to leave you, but before we do, we would ask that you imagine one of us, one of your guides of the rose violet ray standing in front of you now. Or perhaps we are floating in front of you. Imagine what this guide might look like. Perhaps a tall light being, perhaps an orb, a fairy, an angel, however you perceive. Our essence will be meaningful and personal to you. For each of you has at least one personal guide operating on this ray, and some of you have new guides stepping in at this vibrational level. Gazing in your mind's eye down at your left palm, be aware that we are placing a small gift or symbol into your palm. We invite you to imagine what this symbol might be. And when you have a sense of what the small object or symbol is, place it in your heart for safekeeping. You will see this symbol, gift, or an image of it somewhere in your daily waking reality within the coming days and weeks, as evidence that we have indeed been here among you today. We come with so much love for you and for all of humanity. We have been with you since the beginning of time. We know you well. You are in our hearts as we are in yours. We stand among you. We hearken to your call. We honor you with so much grace and love. Your time has come, children of earth. Your time has come, bringers of light. The time to love is upon you. There is no time. We are stepping back to allow you now to discuss all that you have received. The rose violet ray will always remain with you whenever you wish to activate it. But for now, let it settle around you like a cloak. Drink it in like a sponge. Soak it up. So just begin to feel the weight of your body on the chair. Be aware that you are a human in human body form. Imagine you can shrink your consciousness back from that sphere that surrounds the earth. Shrink it back into your body. Just with intention, separate your consciousness from all the other members of the group. Just bring yourself back into your own space. And just intend that you're calling yourself back into this earthly 3D time frame, this reality, this now moment. Knowing that the now moment is, of course, infinite, but coming back down into linear time. And really feel your weight sinking into the chair. And you might want to place your consciousness down in the lower belly or down even into your big toes. Really feel gravity pulling you down, pulling you into your body, into the chair, really anchoring you here in this earth plane. And you can imagine that you're shrouding yourself in that beautiful rose violet cloak, just cocooning yourself, bringing it in like a beautiful protection. And we're going to seal it in indigo light. Extra protection from Archangel Michael. And then you might want to wiggle your fingers and toes, really breathing deeply in. And when you feel absolutely ready, just set the intention that you're going to bring all that beautiful love energy, that equilibrium, back into your waking reality the minute you open your eyes. It doesn't leave you when you open your eyes, you bring it here. We're anchoring heaven on earth here. And then just coming all the way back into the breath.